Hey, I'm Danny Griffin with another Monday Mojo brought to you by freethinkingtools.com. One reason so few of us achieve what we truly want is that we never direct our focus. We never concentrate our power. Most people dabble their way through life, never deciding to master anything in particular. That one comes from Tony Robbins. So, what are you willing to give up? Well, take a moment to look around you and see the things that you have and start considering what you could part with. Your favorite jeans, your HD TV, your new car. What would you do without all those things? Then go a little bit deeper. How about your favorite pet? A family member? Would you ever consider being the next martyr and lay your own life on the line? Now, this might seem like a dramatic exercise, but maybe one we need to consider more often. In my business, there's a constant reference to farming. The type where you pick an area you'd like to do more business in and then focus on that geography only. It's an interesting concept that keeps in perspective that although we aren't growing crops, we are indeed trying to make a living from our proverbial farm. So, back to the challenge. What would you be willing to give up in your life? You see, the reason this becomes a critical question is because when you try to have it all, you lose focus. And when you lose focus, your result becomes dissipated and you end up with a very thin crop. Let's consider the farmer who wants to grow corn, beans, and wheat. Throw in some livestock, some cattle, chicken, and perhaps a few sheep for good measure. Now, that farmer has to become a master of many things. Spread thinly, there's plenty of corn, but he doesn't quite get to picking it all before it begins to rot, and the crows start to peck away at a free meal. The wheat starts to wilt, and the beans just don't seem to grow in abundance at all. Over at the barn, the chickens are running wild, and the eggs are all over the place. Not to mention that the fox has had a field day, while the wolf has also had his fill of sheep and cattle. It's all so exasperating trying to keep up with it that maybe the farmer begins to doubt his own abilities and thinks about selling the whole thing at a deep discount just to get his ADD back under control. He yearns for the day where there wasn't so much noise, and all he wants is a return to peace of mind, even if it means living a much simpler life. But maybe before taking any drastic measures, the farmer should just step outside the ring and reconsider the big picture. Maybe then he recognizes that originally the farm was all about corn. Back then, the yield was extraordinary, and the farmer was known as the best in the region. Profits were great, and the savings were plentiful. Why not just refocus on that? In a world filled with shiny objects, it's so easy to be distracted. Maybe the farmer's first mistake was buying that TV that opened his world to attack. Maybe all those marketers made the simple farmer believe that he was somehow way behind the crowd and needed to diversify his portfolio to keep up with the Joneses. So maybe what the farmer needs to give up is anything and everything that has poisoned his self-belief. In fact, maybe it's time we all stepped back and looked at our own farms to see if they need a little bit of refocus and a good dose of elbow grease. Hey, I'm Danny Griffin with another Monday Mojo brought to you by freethinkingtools.com, reminding you to think and thrive. And if you like these, please do me a favor. Comment here or anywhere you see this. I will reply personally. And do me a favor, pass them along to family and friends. We'll see you next time.